Hello, I'm Michael Barrett with the American Military University. Today I'm presenting Save the Shining Seas, U.S. Renewable Energy Ethics to EVSP580, Environmental Ethics Winter Session B, 2021. I chose the topic of renewable energy because the global climate crisis is one of the biggest the world faces right now, and I was interested to see how American ethics have driven change in this field over the years. Here's an overview of 4 federal environmental regulations we will cover today and a major worldview that drove each of them. The Solar and Wind Energy Rule was enacted in 2017 by the Bureau of Land Management. It provided alternative energy at fair market value to consumers by identifying and preserving areas of land that were most suited to renewable resources. This policy reflects the land ethic worldview, which views humans as a part of the land rather than its conqueror. And it does this by finding those ideal locations for the energy instead of just where it's most convenient for us, and won't waste valuable parts of our ecosystems. The Energy Policy Act of 2005, put in place by the Environmental Protection Agency and the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, granted utility companies flexibility in choosing who generates the power they supply. It did this by giving FERC the authority to oversee competing entities and encourage fair competition. This is reflective of a shared community worldview in that this market competition between generators will be somewhat localized, and companies can determine that the energy provided by Company X or through Company Y is a good community entity. FERC Orders 888 and 889 guarantee transmission lines open access to renewable generating sources, in addition to establishing transparent quality control standards and codes of conduct. This non-discriminatory access to renewables shows a social ecology worldview, in that it removes barriers to allowing several previously cut-off communities to receive clean and efficient energy, as well as putting regulatory measures in place, like the Energy Policy Act, to discourage unfair market practices. Finally, the Food Conservation and Energy Act, commonly known as the 2008 Farm Bill, gave subsidies to select farming communities to implement renewable energy sources on their lands, as well as promote development of biomass as an energy source. Once again here we have a land ethic worldview, as using reconstituted biological mass as energy fuel gives a certain value to those biotic communities. We again see ourselves as assimilating into the ecosystem around us. The United States' views of ethics toward renewable energy are largely driven through an anthropocentric approach that addresses shared community value and recognizes the diverse benefits our Earth's resources provide. Over time, the perceived benefits have shifted from simply humans having value to our Earth and all its domains from land, air, and sea. Thank you, and here are the references used in this presentation.